And we are live. Sunday Pour. Welcome. Another live broadcast on a Tuesday night. I have a question to start us off.
Okay, all right.
The Orioles moved the fences back, correct? Because they wanted to attract free agent pitchers to go there?
Was that the reasoning? I guess.
Yes. My question is what free agent hitters have gone there in the last 20 years?
Yeah, that's their problem. I mean, it's just been abysmal. I don't know exactly how a team like this gets pulled out of dumps except through drafting right and making a couple smart trades. You got to build up the farm system,
You're
and then
saying
you got to.
it's not moving the fences back, you're
No,
saying?
I don't know. It's a weird way to go about it, but the Yankees have no problem putting them out in the ballpark down there.
They would have more runs tonight if Judge would have had a home run and Stanton would have had a home run. But I mean,
But Joshua had three.
yeah, Judge would have had 3 home runs. You're still gonna lose.
You're still gonna get your ass kicked.
Like it's still gonna it's not gonna it's just gonna look better in the box score, I guess. I still, if I'm a
Yeah, I don't know.
pitcher, like if I look at, all right, they gave up fewer runs this year, runs per game. I'm not really looking at that as much as I am the final standings, which are going to say like 62 and 100.
I don't mind it because like it is a bandbox or was a bandbox or still is probably. But I mean I don't mind it. I mean
Nah,
it's
left field. It's Judge hit one in the first inning. It would have been going out of 29 out of 30 parks.
that's fine. I don't mind the big outfield. That's good. It should be hard to hit home run.
Yeah, but I mean, just stupid to do it in that ballpark. Like
Well, I
that's
mean,
part of the charm of Camden Yards. Is it's just a bandbox. Like, what if the Yankees just got rid of the short porch, moved it back like 30 feet, 40 feet?
I think Camden's more than the dimensions. Camden's kind of the ambiance and like the brick and how it looks and the what do you call it in right field? The factory, whatever it is in right field.
Yeah, the warehouse.
Warehouse factory, whatever they're doing in there, storing stuff, building stuff. I'm not sure.
It's a
Um,
restaurant.
it's a restaurant now.
Man, yeah, I mean, the first floor is. I went there
Uh,
once. Dempsey's, after the Rick Dempsey, the catcher.
oh, not Jack Dempsey.
World
Boxing.
Series MVP, 83.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dempsey's a classy name for a restaurant. Was it a steak place? Has to be.
Not even. It's just like a pub.
Oh, okay.
Just,
All right.
it's like it's a sports bar.
Nice. Okay.
Get a burger. Probably had a burger when I went, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you like, or maybe I like it. Just I don't see Camden Yards for its dimensions. I never did. I mean, yeah, it was a big part of it, but I just never saw it as like an essential feature.
I always looked at it as one of like the best hitting park. I mean, Yankee Stadium is probably the best hitting park because
Yeah.
they went a little too far with moving the fences in. But I always looked at it as a top hitting, and part of that is the Orioles stink. Their pitching usually stinks, but it always seemed like, especially like left center, left field.
It's probably why Musina got to the Hall of Fame because he pitched in those two ballparks and was so good. At least like career stat
Yeah,
wise.
tough division, tough ballpark. I mean, look how far they look at that, and they raised the fence.
Yeah, I really don't have a problem with it. I think old ballparks have like crazy dimensions and they deep cavernous. Like I hated when they got rid of the hill in Houston. I know it's kind of like
Oh, I hated the hill. You like the hill?
yeah, well, I know it's kind of hokey, but I don't know, it was like a weird kind of dimension to it, and you hit it up there, it was rolling around.
I mean,
I
if
like
you're a
that.
center fielder, though, you're going back, and you got to all of a sudden you got to.
Yeah, but it wasn't like 310 feet away though. It was deep.
It was a bomb.
Yeah, so I like that.
I
I
think
like
it
those
just.
like quirky features of places like the Polo Grounds are like wicked. I think it was Polo Grounds that had like wicked angles on the left and right field because it was on a city block. It was created on a city block.
Yeah, we looked up the dimensions one time. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, Ebbets or what did I say? I think it was a Polo. Grounds.
I think it was Polo Ground. It was it was really short down the left field line, right? And then it was
I think so because it came like directly in, like came like straight in from the foul pole.
Yeah, yep. It was a very short porch.
Yeah, and they had like it was like overhanging. I don't know. It's like a little bit of a charm to that. I think that was necessary back then because they didn't have like these crazy fundings and people just throwing all kinds of money to get these things built and the whole town built around it. It was like, all right, let's build the ballpark. We got some free space on 138th Street or whatever the fuck. Let's use that.
I think I just don't like making like drastic changes. Like I used to like Detroit. It was a mile to center field. It was like 440, I think. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
And like if they had moved the fences in there, I wouldn't have liked it.
So, all right, so you're just like make a decision and stick with it.
Kind of set.
I don't mind
just
that.
Set in my ways.
I can understand that. Old Tiger Stadium was very cool.
Yeah, the new one. I mean, I've never been to either of them, but the new one doesn't really. Something about Tiger Stadium. They used it to film 61.
Yeah,
that took place obviously in 1961. Like that's how cool, and they filmed that obviously in 2001, 2000. That's how cool Tiger Stadium was. It was just a throwback.
Yeah, it really was. Comerica's okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. Tiger Stadium used to have used to be able to hit it like on the roof. I remember Cecil Field, they're always hitting them up there.
They had an overhanging upper deck too, right?
Yes, in right field. That's why, it was just like kind of similar to Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
But in left field, I think they had the little overhang roof thing. I could see it.
Yeah, Cecil's hitting bombs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, trying to think like old ballparks that are gone now that we like obviously Ebbets and Polo Grounds we didn't witness. Like the Astrodome we remember, but it was a dump.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone really.
I don't even really remember what was before Camden Yards. I should know this.
Municipal.
Oh, Municipal.
Which I think had a little bit of charm, but nothing. Yeah. I mean, I love Camden Yards. I can't say enough good things about the park, like the surrounding area. Everything about it is like better than Yankee Stadium, except for the team.
Yeah, no, they did a nice job when they put it together. Well, it was 30 years now, whatever. It's modern, but it has like some of that old school charm to it. That old school feel.
And there's something. It's very like intimate. The surroundings of Camden Yards, like it just feels like the Orioles play there, and it's not just like a corporate headquarters kind of thing, which is what a lot like Yankee Stadium and a few other parks have. For sure. Tough you just gotta like experience. I don't know I don't want to be douchey. Like you gotta just go there, man. But it's just cool. Like the area around it.
Take a day trip down. Take the Amtrak down, man. Just try it.
Like Yankee Stadium.
Go to Dempsey's, get a burger.
Oh yeah, Dempsey's. Yeah, you gotta get in there. Like the little Utah Street, obviously, where the warehouse is. Yeah. They closed that up like around 5, so you can't get out past there after 5 unless you have tickets. Okay. But you could. There must be another entrance to go in, or maybe you can only go to the restaurant after 5 if you have tickets. That probably makes sense. But like before, like around 2 PM, you could just walk on Utah Street, which is cool because you're kind of in the stadium, but you're not.
That is cool.
But yeah, like you go outside Yankee Stadium and it's it's the Bronx. There's bars there. There's just like a McDonald's right there. It's strange. And then like you go to like Citi Field and there's literally nothing.
Yeah, that's city's the worst. At least in the Bronx, you have bars, like a strip of bars there.
Yeah, city's a nice ballpark, but yeah, around it, it's terrible.
Yeah, chop shops and shit.
I can't picture like a worse surroundings. Maybe I went to Tampa once. There's not really anything around there, but I can't picture a worse like surroundings than Queens, Flushing. There's nothing worse.
Yeah. See, I don't know, like the places in like Philly, like all those places are together in Philly, right? Like there aren't there is.
I've never been to Philly, so yeah, they are, but I don't
Three
know
of them are right there. Maybe in Pittsburgh too, or is that not near? Or is Hines not near where?
No, they're close because they're both on the river, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's like I don't know if people just go there to tailgate or if there are bars. Maybe it's a city thing. Maybe because you're taking a sub, people aren't taking. They assume that people aren't going to be driving up there. They had to have the bars, which is doesn't explain why City fucked that up, or Shea fucked it up originally. But maybe just knowing like you're going to have a lot of people coming in on the train. You got to have some place for them to hang out. They can't just hang out outside the stadium. Which, by the way, we did anyway. We found a way. We would take a 12-pack, and we would find us a row of cars where nobody was tailgating at. We'd sit behind them and drink.
I mean, it was cheaper than going to the bar and paying $8 for a bud.
That's pretty brilliant.
Hey, it's got to be done. You know what I mean?
I give us a lot of credit for staying creative, even when we were legal drinking age. Well, maybe one of us was. Maybe that's why we were doing it.
Oh, could have been. Nah, I feel like I did that of age. I'm pretty sure I did that of age.
We might have done it. It might have been tradition that we started earlier though.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't allergies. That was just me choking on my words.
Yeah, but even like the surrounding area of Baltimore has bars too, but it's just I don't know, it's just different. It's just different.
I think even like all the old ones, like I remember the Detroit Stadium. I don't remember Comiskey that well. I remember Comiskey from highlights, but I don't really remember it.
I've heard I like Comiskey, not as much as Tiger Stadium, I don't think, but
yeah.
The new one, Guaranteed Rate. I don't know if did they build that on top of Comiskey or next to Comiskey?
It's next to it. It's next to it because when I was there, they have like the home plate of Comiskey in the parking lot.
Okay.
You can go stand at it.
I've heard, so you've been to Guaranteed Rate?
Yeah.
I've heard that's kind of like kind of like similar to Yankee Stadium, where it's kind of like bland and just nothing really to it.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't anything special. Like we got to who the hell was one? It might have been Kyle Farnsworth. It was somebody throwing gas in the bullpen. I don't know. I forget who they were playing.
Straight fastball.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But you could like stand right next to them as they warmed up, which is cool. That's all I really remember. And they had the statues in center field of I don't remember who it was. Harold Baines, maybe.
Chicago. No, Frank Thomas.
It might have been before Frank Thomas was like long retired enough to do it, but he was probably there.
Shoeless Joe. They got a Shoeless Joe statue.
I don't think it was Shoeless Joe. Who's this? Old guys. Second baseman.
Oh, Aparicio.
Luis Aparicio. Yeah. Yep. And maybe another middle infielder.
Nelly Fox.
Maybe. Definitely Luis Aparicio. Definitely Harold Baines.
So they got a bunch.
There's I want to say 4, maybe 5.
Oh wow, it's good trivia.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Michael Kay is a moron, by the way. When they were playing in Chicago last week, I could have swore he said, it's Guaranteed Rate Field. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And the rate is like an arrow that's pointing down.
Okay.
So he's like, why would it be pointing down? Shouldn't it be pointing up? And it's like if you're getting like if you're getting a loan, you want rates to be low.
What are you talking about?
Fucking idiot.
Doofus.
I could be making that up, but I could have swore he said that. Throw him under the bus.
All right, you're right. It is Luis Aparicio, Nelly Fox, and like they're turning two.
Oh, nice.
Nelly Fox like flipping it. The Harold Baines one is cool because he's like
he's not playing the field. I'm assuming, right?
He's not. No, he's got like the one leg in the air, the big step. They have Carlton Fisk. I should have guessed that.
Oh, Fisk. Yeah.
I don't remember Frank Thomas being there, but Frank Thomas is here.
I mean, he should be.
Yeah, of course. I just don't remember it. It might have been before his time. Oh, and Charlie Comiskey.
You didn't get canceled, Charlie Comiskey?
Not in Chicago. Oh, I guess they have statues all over the place. Because the ones I saw were all like bunched together. But now I'm looking and they have them elsewhere.
Yankees don't have any statue. I think they may have a statue like in their museum or something.
No, they just do the plaques. That's it. Just plaques.
There's plaques. The Mets finally got their statue, Seaver.
Yeah, it was nice of them.
I feel like if you do have a statue though, it should be 1 or 2 max. I think the White Sox went a little overboard. It's almost like having too many. You have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. I feel like the statue should be reserved for like your top guy.
I mean, it's like they had Paul Konerko out there, and they're all Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I don't love the Bane statue. You don't need a Bane statue.
Yeah, and they had it before he was a Hall of Famer.
That's kind of gross. I mean, geez.
Yeah.
At least Jermaine Dye won a championship. At least Konerko won a championship with him.
Yeah. I don't know. The Baines infatuation it boggles my mind. I don't see him being like a favorite son of the Chicago White Sox, though. Very strange.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Hall of Fame talk could be a little tedious, but there's so many guys that you just look up, and like Adrian Beltre is going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, you never thought he was a Hall of Famer watching him.
He's a good ball player, 3,000 hits though, and he's a shoe-in to get in.
Right, and if you go back and look at his numbers, he had a strange career that like kind of picked up when he went to Texas. He had a really good year with a couple of good years with the Dodgers. Yeah. Then he went to Seattle, didn't hit at Safeco. He went to Boston for 1 year, didn't hit. Then he went to Texas and made the Hall of Fame, basically just put up numbers down there. Mm-hmm. It's tough because Nelson Cruz, same sort of thing. Like, he's going to end up getting in the Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah. He didn't start producing until he was 30 years old.
Yeah, and he produced at a gigantic clip.
I feel like I should be able to – you should be able to be watching a guy when he's, I don't know, halfway into his career and be like, this is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
If I asked you 10 years ago, Miguel Cabrera, Hall of Famer, you'd be like, yes. No.
Yeah, probably 15 years ago.
Right. I mean, just like a couple years into his Tigers tenure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Pujols, I could have asked you 5 years into his career.
Yeah.
Feel like, this guy, he's going to have to get hurt.
Yeah. I feel the same way. That it should be, I don't know.
You should just say the name and it should click.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's a guy who came on late in his career that you can look to and say, okay, that's a guy who definitely should be in the Hall of Fame, despite hitting 210 for the first 3 years of his career. I don't think that happens.
It's hard. It's hard when you don't. It's got to be a guy you like followed growing up. Like, we're not gonna. It's hard. It's hard to have those guys. It's hard to know about those guys if they got into the Hall of Fame like 30, 40 years ago because you didn't watch them play.
Right, yeah.
Like, who's a late bloomer? I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this guy's not going to do it, but like if Glaber, like he's so young that he could rip off 10 years that are Hall of Fame. It'd be great if he did, but he could rip off like 10 years that are of Hall of Fame numbers.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, you got off so shaky start, COVID year, whatever. and then he kind of found his way into the Hall. But I don't know anybody that's like that though. A late bloomer Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, I just mentioned you're talking about guys that are already in because Cruz and Beltre are the two recent.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think of anything if they're the president. You know what I mean?
You're talking about guys who are already in.
Yeah,
or guys
yeah.
or guys who are playing right now.
No, guys who are already in, we could look at and say, "Oh, it's happened before."
Oh yeah, tough. Yeah, see, that's what you have to have lived it because you have to have been I remember this guy when in '86. If you had asked me if he was a Hall of Famer at this point, I would have said no way. And that's where the guys like Beltre and Cruz come in, where I'd be like, nah, no shot.
I'm looking up Frank Thomas's stats when he first started.
Oh well, I mean, I'll give you a guy, but he's not in the Hall, and it's kind of for a reason. Is Sosa, but I think we know.
Yeah, that's why he was a late bloomer.
I think we know what happened there.
The drugs decided to take hold. Yeah, no, Frank Thomas was third MVP voting in his second year in the league.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was that good that early. Oh man, his numbers are ridiculous. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Didn't he win the MVP in '93?
He had eight years in a row with 100 RBIs, and then maxed. He didn't even lead the league. 143 in 2000. Did not even lead the league. He won the MVP in back-to-back years. That's 1993 and 1994. And kept placing in the top 10 for a couple years. Second MVP voting in 2000 at age 32. And was fourth MVP voting in 2006 at age 38.
Wow, was he still on the White Sox? He was Blue Jay by then,
He was with Oakland. That was a year with Oakland.
Oakland, he finished with Toronto. Or he may have finished with the White Sox for a year. Did he finish with the White Sox for a year?
No, he went to Toronto for 2 and then back to Oakland for the.
I remember him on Toronto. I remember seeing him play in person.
Oh, cool. Toronto for a year and a half and then Oakland for the last half of that year.
Okay. Yeah, he's statue worthy.
Oh, yeah. These numbers are ridiculous.
And I think he technically was on the 05 team, but he got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, he only played 34 games. That sucks.
Yeah, I think he got hurt really early in that season. So he kind of wasn't on the team. Konerko was the first baseman.
He's got a little bit of a Mickey Mantle issue here. Although maybe 3 points better than Mantle because Mantle finished his career like 298 hitter or something.
Yep.
His last few years of career were not good. And here, he only has a career average of 301. But you could tell the last 7 years of his career took a toll on it. He was 330, 318, 323, 317, 353, 308, 349, 347. That's ridiculous. No, that's insane.
Well, Chapman makes it interesting and gets out of it. That was fun. 500
home runs, 17 RBIs, 2,400 hits.
Yeah, I mean, he was a beast.
The big hurt. All right, so it wasn't Frank Thomas.
No, definitely not. Definitely not Frank. Yeah, there's late bloomers, man. I don't know.
Well,
need a historian. On.
Yeah, let's get I don't know, Bill James on it.
Bill James, yeah, Bill Madden.
Well, I was in Atlantic City this weekend. Returned to that glorious city by the sea.
Still looks good.
Oh man, nothing better than walking in. Interesting. We went to the Golden Nugget first. I don't know why. Just
is that off the beaten path, the Golden Nugget?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Gold Nugget is kind of by where Harris is.
Oh, okay.
Over that way. It was really foggy, so I didn't see anything. Like I could not see anything anywhere. I didn't see any of Atlantic City the whole day I was there. The fog was so thick. It was just we got over.
I thought you were talking about like smoking in the casino.
No. Although the fog was thick there too as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right.
Yeah, so at the Golden Nugget, had dinner at the Golden Nugget. Vic Anthony's, good steak.
What was it called?
Vic Anthony's. Anthony's. Vic, I think it was Vic Anthony's. Yeah, good, good place, classy place. Had dinner there. Lost our hockey bet. I was like, look, you're the hockey guy. I'm gonna roll with you. And he went with Toronto in like a parlay. And I was like, are you sure you want to do Toronto?
Man.
Are you sure you want to do Toronto? And then as we were watching at dinner, I'm like, I told you, like maybe think about that Toronto pick. He was just like, they were due. Yeah.
Was that the only? Was that the only loser on the parlay?
It was. It was just Then we had Edmonton in the second game. Like I think we had Edmonton with what was the final score of the Edmonton game? Did they win by more
2-0. I stayed up for that game, 2-0.
Okay, yeah, because we had them on the goal line, 1.5.
Oh, okay. They scored one late.
Or no, we had them winning in regulation, I think.
Oh, that's a nice bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice bet.
That was a parlay to kind of juice the numbers up. Yeah. So I didn't try and talk him out of it, but I tried to sway his thinking, and I guess he thought that was their time, but maybe next year.
I think in hockey, I think it may apply in basketball a little bit. It might apply in all sports, but I think sometimes the casual observer sees the board a little more clear come playoff time. Like I'll give you Tampa, Toronto, for example. I mean, if you're a regular season guy, Toronto was better in the regular season. Probably looked like the better team. Maybe beat them a few times in the regular season. I don't know. But like if you're just a playoff guy, who in their right mind is picking Toronto to beat Tampa in a do or die game?
Well, yeah, it's like with us with football at the time. Like we just don't believe our eyes sometimes. We believe our mind messes with our gut, messes with our eyes. We know too much.
I think sometimes it's better to know a little too little.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Sometimes you gotta think yourself. Fade your, what's
like fade your brain.
Yeah, you thought.
Not even.
No, I thought you had another saying. Yeah, outsmart yourself. Yeah,
ignorance is bliss. It's not really my saying, but
taking credit for it.
I mean, if you're just strictly a playoff guy, like Chris Paul in the playoffs, nobody blows a lead like Chris Paul.
That's true, and this is the same guy who was all over Harden after his Game 5 performance. Right?
Is he a regular season NBA guy too?
I asked. No, he's not a big NBA guy.
Okay.
I asked him though. I was like after that game, I was like, please tell me to bet the Sixers again, just to be sure. He assured me he did not. I was like, all right. I want to be sure you heeded my warning. I tried.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Today, or I don't know if it was today. I think it was maybe yesterday. The podcast dropped. Bill Simmons compared this Suns team to the 07 Mavs. The team I compared him to a month ago finally made the comparison after the fact.
Wow.
He said he had him as a shoo-in to make the finals.
Wow.
I just I simplify it. I look at that uniform. I look at Chris Paul, and I don't see a championship team. If you watch them all season, though, what were they, 64-18?
Yeah.
People they were like even odds to make the finals out of the West.
Yeah.
They just look like a regular season team to me.
All right.
I don't know how to explain it. And I mean, they obviously prove to be that, but it's just certain teams.
Simmons is stealing from you again.
Well, I mean, he could have had it a month ago, but he waited until after it happened to be like, oh, there are some. It's like, yeah, well, now you could have had gold. Could have had gold in mid-April.
He has nothing.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm rooting for Luka. I want to see him. I want to see him beat Golden State, I think.
That was as embarrassing of a bow out as there's ever been.
Yeah. Has Phoenix reached the point of like kind of a cursed franchise? What's the Suns' history like?
I only know a triple overtime game against the Celtics in the 70s.
They lost to the Celtics in the 70s, right?
Yeah, but there was a triple overtime game.
They won a triple overtime game against the Bulls.
Right, in the series they lost.
Right. And then they have all those D'Antoni, Nash, Stoudemire teams that came up short.
Yep.
Now they have these last 2 years, 2-0 leads. Boom. I mean, have the Suns ever won? I don't think the Suns ever won a title, have they? It's a tough existence.
Yeah, if they didn't win that one in the 70s, I don't know when they would have been back. And they definitely didn't win in the 80s.
No. Yeah, I can go back like through the 80s and most of the like in the 70s and 60s, I just assume it was Celtics or Lakers.
Yeah, like the Knicks for a couple of years.
Yeah, the Blazers won one with Walton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the opponents though, it's a different story. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know who was on that Suns team that lost to the Celtics. But even looking back at those highlights, it's so weird seeing just the Suns in a prominent position, like in a championship atmosphere. Very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler I think Jimmy Butler just had 2 steals in a row.
Dude. Going off.
Holy shit. Good, because Boston was winning this game. I was miserable.
Oh, I know. It felt like a sweep, right?
I
mean, no Horford tonight. He's the only guy in the state of Florida the last 2 years to adhere to COVID restrictions. Marcus Smart sprained his ankle, I guess, Sunday. So, I mean, shorthanded, Celtics on short rest. This feels like, I hate using the must-win term, but it does feel like a pretty big game for the Heat, right? They need this first game.
Yeah, well, yeah, coming out of the gate and you got a little bit of an advantage. You shouldn't lose to this team.
Plus, they have I don't think they have much of a home court advantage, whereas the Celtics are going to be tough to beat on their floor. Yeah. So you gotta try and protect your home court, even though they don't have one. It's a bunch of white assholes and t-shirts.
Tanning all day.
Yeah, I mean, the people in the front row are, they got bottle service reservations in like 11:30 probably. They're trying to get out of here. I mean, the people front row at a Heat game are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's always like a guy, with a chick who he has no business being with. Like you just make up what that guy does for a living. You can imagine. And then, I mean,
he sells yachts.
Yeah, and then he's with like some 23-year-old who's on her phone.
Oh, constantly on the phone, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Heat culture, though.
That's it. Yeah, hey, not a cursed franchise.
No, the opposite. They find a way.
Yeah, they've been a charmed franchise.
Riley. Guy's doing something right. Is he there? Is he in the building?
I'm sure he is. He was there the other day.
Was he? I haven't seen. I haven't really watched too much Heat. They're kind of a.
When I was watching them, but I saw him in the stadium someplace.
Yeah. Nothing really sexy about the Heat. They're kind of like 04 Pistons sort of thing. They don't really have a. That's what worries me about them in this series is they don't have a guy. Like Butler is the closest thing, right?
Yeah, Butler's the guy. I think it's just a matter of him having I don't know, would you call it a Chauncey Billups run?
Yeah, I think he has to be Chauncey, I would say.
Yeah, I think he has got it in him though. I think he's that kind of player. But he does. He can't be. I mean, he can't be like the dominant guy. He needs guys around him. He needs that team around him, right? He can't. He's not going to win you a game on his own. Maybe like a run.
Yeah, he can close. He's their closer. I would say he has to be their closer, but
yeah, for sure.
No,
right,
I don't see him
important.
going off in a series.
Yeah,
just dropping
exactly.
40. Yeah. He's not going to do what Giannis did, or
not superstar status, but he's a big time star though.
Yeah. I hope Miami beats him. I've had it with this Boston team.
Yeah, I'm done with Boston. So after dinner, we played some table games. He showed me
blackjack.
Well, he showed me how to play Pai Gow.
Oh man,
I didn't play. I just kind of watched. Showed me how to play 2 games. What was the other one? Showed me how to play Pai Gow, and he showed me how to play. I don't remember the other one.
Now, is it insensitive if I ask this question? Is it a lot of Asians playing Pai Gow?
No, it was him and an old lady.
Okay, because there is this like a section in all casinos where it's just all Asians playing a game, and I wasn't sure if that was Pai. Oh,
Baccarat, which is a hard game to play.
A lot of fog in those areas usually.
A lot of fog, yeah.
A lot of smoking.
So we sit at 2 tables. He showed me the ropes of these games. We were just talking for a while. We were like, drinks were flowing. We were talking for a while. Then we ended up with a blackjack table.
Of course.
Yeah. And then we're both sitting down. And within like 30 seconds, there's words with the dealer.
Oh, man.
Dealer pulls 3 7s for 21. And my friend's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And the dealer just turns around and calls the pit boss over. He's like, I can't deal with these guys. This lady. I can't deal with these guys. And I'm telling you, man, very honest about, when I do something worthy of that. Not at all. Not at all was it. It wasn't me, first of all, who said it. It was him. But it doesn't matter.
That's all he said was, you got to be fucking kidding me?
Yeah, or something like that. Like this motherfucker, or like this. It wasn't directed at the dealer.
Because there's a difference between like swearing at someone or swearing.
Well, he didn't say like "fuck you, you asshole."
Yeah, yeah.
But she was like, "I can't deal with these guys." So the guy comes over, is like, "You guys got actually to leave." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "We're sitting at a table. You can't curse, can't say motherfucker at the table." Like, and then another pit boss came over.
Blackjack.
A lady came over to me. And she was like, "No, you can curse. Like, don't worry about it. But you can't say it directed at him." So it wasn't directed at her. She's screaming like it's crazy, being very sensitive. And she was like, "No, we're not trying to be like church here, but you can't." So we had a little argument back and forth there.
What time is this at? What's the time?
Man, asking for times.
No, it's important to how I judge it.
The Edmonton game was probably still going on at this point. I don't know.
Okay, so it's 10:30 start. So you figure after midnight or before?
Probably right around there. Between 11:30 and 12, we'll say.
Okay. If it was like 2 a.m., I'd say. The last thing she should be worried about is some cursing. It's still late enough where, you're an AC blackjack dealer. I feel like blackjack is probably the most, like, in terms of table games in the casino, it's the most acceptable to curse because, like, the shit that happens at a blackjack table.
Oh, yeah. Rip your heart out, man.
Yeah, I do some cursing at blackjack tables.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of F's.
Triples, 777s. That's ridiculous.
That's worthy of it. You got to be fucking kidding me. I agree.
Yeah.
14. You're thinking you're thinking face cards coming out, bust.
Yeah, 7, brutal. So whatever. Words there. Stare down with the pit boss.
And you guys would have had a few to drink, so maybe she smells the booze, and she's looking to.
We were also the youngest people there by probably about 20 years.
Right, so
We
she's not used to expecting an older crowd. Oh, that's Golden Nugget, you said.
Yeah, we were trying to guess the median age there, and we said 55, and I took the over.
Yeah, I've only been to the Golden Nugget in Vegas, and I imagine it's very similar. It's definitely an older, like dingy, really dingy.
Yeah. Right up my alley, though. Yeah, like the old same carpets from 1974. It's great.
Yeah. Any cheaper tables that you could find at a place like that, or cheaper anything?
No, there wasn't anything. No, not like $10 tables that I saw. I wasn't really looking for them.
Well, it's a Saturday night too, I guess. Yeah, but in Vegas, I know like the Golden Nugget where that is, everything's cheaper.
So like we lost a couple more hands, and then we were like, let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck this place.
She never got kicked out. You left willingly.
Oh yeah, on our own. Yep. Cashed out.
Did you get to a new dealer?
Yeah, she left. We got a new dealer, but we didn't like him either.
Yeah. Blackjack's tough. Everything's got to be right.
Went to Revel after that. Took an Uber to Revel. Sat down there. Another blackjack table. Then we got like this couple decent, a couple decent people to play blackjack with at least. And we were playing with them for a while. I was like up and down. Tony was up and down. Couple was like up and down, whatever. Nothing really came of it. At some point, I just tapped out. That's it. I go cash my checks out. I come back around trying to find my buddy, and he's standing. And by this time, this is like 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
And he's standing at a craps table. And he's putting a couple bets down, whatever. And then they bring the dice. So then the guy's rolling is done. He starts rolling the dice. He has $100 on the cum line, whatever it's called, cum bet.
I'm not a craps guy. Cum? Is that what it's really called?
Yeah, COME.
Okay.
Yeah.
E?
COME. Yeah. And then he throws me a $25 chip. He's like, "This is first lotto," He throws it down. Throws on the same line, and so the cum line is you roll the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You throw 6.
Okay.
Every time you hit 6, that's the cum line. You pay, that pays out. Okay.
Okay.
You could have multiple bets going on at the same time. You could bet, the hard 4, hard 8. You could bet any combination of dice. You could bet numbers. There's a million things you could have going on there. I basically learned all this that night watching and just kind of seeing what was going on.
Now, is this his go-to? Is this his bread and butter crap?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. This is like, he was like, I never do this. And I've maybe rolled the dice 3 times in my life. It's like this, I just kind of spur of the moment. Like there's Riles.
There he is.
It was like spur of the moment. Like neither of us was up big or up period. And he just, just had the itch. He was there. He was home. And he was like, this is what he's doing. And when I tell you, I've never seen a dealer give out $100 chips like she was doing to him that night. It was incredible. It was like every roll, bang, $100, bang, $100, bang, $100.
Now, when you're rolling, you also have bets in play too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So you're playing just like everyone else is. You're just the one getting to roll the dice.
Yes. Yeah, and he rolled the dice
on fire.
He rolled the dice for a good half hour, if not like 40 minutes, 45
so
minutes.
So how does that work? How do you rotate? Like who gets to roll? Can you just roll as long as you like? If you keep losing, I feel like you got to give them up, right? Just for out of respect for the people at the table.
That I don't know because once you throw the 7, you crap out. That's the end of the die. Like you're not.
So you don't want to roll a 7 in craps,
right? And I think if you roll a 7 when it's called the cum line because it's like that first roll is called the come out or whatever.
Yeah.
And very awkward. But
you come and you roll 6, you come.
Right. And you roll the dice like this.
The goal of the game is to come, basically.
And So I think you could roll a 7 there and get away with it. I don't know how that works though. Which
Right.
I think he did. I think he did that twice when he was rolling. So yeah, I don't. He was just on fire. Some guy threw money on the hard 8, 21 on. I think he said $5,000. It was unbelievable.
Oh,
Like,
because sorry to cut you off, but like the hard 8 probably has higher odds.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it pays 10 to 1 or whatever it is. I don't know exactly.
It was like 19 to 1.
All right.
But yeah, guy just goes up, put whatever on the hard 8, and like 2 rolls later, he rolls it, and the guy just yells, "Maybe it was $3,000." He's $3,000, man. I guess didn't throw any.
All right, so it's not that. It's not that. I understand. I think the betting aspect a little bit.
Yeah,
because you have similar. I feel like you used to have like similar, like dumbed down versions of this at like carnivals and stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Not with like rolling dice, or I don't even know how it worked at carnivals, but there was always like you could put like quarters on like dice outcomes or something.
Yeah,
I forget how it worked, but
it was the most ridiculous run I've seen anybody at a casino. And he said, like, if we knew what the hell we were doing, we could have cashed in so much more. But neither of us knew what the fuck was going on.
So he rolled it. He rolled for that long, almost an hour.
No, probably at the max 40 to 45 minutes.
He didn't crap out once, so he didn't roll 1-7 in that stretch.
No, he did, but like, he rolled them like the right times to roll them. Like the last roll he had, I'm pretty sure was a 7. And that was it.
That was it. All right.
But there was a time I used 6 as an example. There was a time he's kept hitting 6, and we kept like I get the $25 chip and he get the $100 chip. It was ridiculous.
All right. He had his Cologino moment.
Yes, yeah, it really was. He was C, man.
He just needed that Dean Martin playing in the background.
Yeah, felt like it. Oh man,
and that's where I felt like the story was going. I was hoping at least.
And then we finished the night losing a couple hands with Spanish 21, which.
Oh yeah, Spanish 21. I have a buddy who used to play that. I never understood
the appeal.
I mean, it's blackjack without tens.
Yeah.
I guess it's harder for the dealer to get blackjack, but then it's also harder for you to get blackjack. So
yeah, I don't know what the strategy is. We lost a couple hands and left. That was it.
I mean, listen, if that table's open and the blackjack tables are all full, and I have no problem going to play there. I'm sure there's people who swear by it and swear against it. Did you play any match the dealer?
No, we were there for 2 minutes. Yeah.
Well, some blackjack tables I feel like have that.
Oh, too. Yeah. We did do that at some point. The match the dealer one, yeah. They're like $5 on it or something.
Yeah, if you hit, it's nice. Like if you like let's say you have a like the dealer has a 7 of hearts.
Mm-hmm.
If you have, let's say you have 2 7 of hearts, it pays out like sick.
Oh, nice.
It's unlikely, obviously, but it pays out. You can make a few bucks.
Yeah,
and keep your stack alive.
We actually finished out on Wheel of Fortune. Slot was right by where the exit was, so we're waiting for the Uber. We threw money in there. We ended up winning there too.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's the one. That's the last game. I was in the casino. Last time I was in a casino, that's what I played.
Nice. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's Wheel of Fortune.
If you get the spin, it's good. But yeah,
I didn't get one fucking spin last time I played.
The worst. We had a couple. We never hit a big one. We were looking for the jackpot, obviously.
Yeah,
like $2,000, but didn't quite get there. But we had to make the Uber drive for a week because we had to cash out from there.
What hotel did you guys stay at?
It was off the strip. It was like I don't know what it was. Shit. Like a Ramada Inn or something. I don't know. He travels for work, so he gets like all these miles and not miles. He gets all these frequent stayer miles. The fuck was it? It was a nice hotel.
Oh, okay. Ramada Inn. I picture it's like a motel.
Maybe it wasn't a Ramada. I don't remember what it was. It was decent though. No complaints about the accommodations.
Did you hit the actual strip at all or no?
No. No,
So
we
no
didn't.
no Trop. I don't even know what the strip looks like anymore. Trump is gone.
Trump's gone. Yeah.
I don't even. I wouldn't even recognize it probably. I just know Trump's gone and Trop's still there, right? Trop is still
As
kicking.
far as I know, yeah. Yeah.
Bally's is Bally's still there?
No idea. It's all, I couldn't. Like I said, I could not see anything. So even I was looking into the distance to see like what lights were on. Impossible. Impossible to say anything.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was. Is yeah. Good trip.
AC's bouncing back.
I can't wait. I gotta go back. I can't wait to go back.
Oh man, yeah, I haven't been in a while. It's been a few years.
Yeah.
It's my last AC visit.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it's tough. We got casinos up here that are do the trick. You know. If you got
Yeah,
that itch.
yeah, it's different though. I mean, first of all, it's like you stayed at. I mean, forget about paying for a room like up at the casinos near us, like on a
Oh
Friday
yeah.
or Saturday night. It's
yeah.
outrageous.
Yeah.
And I feel like I like our casinos. I like having them there, but they're a little like touristy.
Yeah. For sure.
AC is it's. I mean, it's a different kind of tourist. I'll put it that way.
You can do, but you can do like the touristy thing and go to like Borgata or Harrah's. Those are like the nicer ones, and you get
There's
the tourists there.
more options in AC.
Right.
Like it's more
But-
of like a playground. Whereas when you go to Mohegan or Foxwoods, you're just secluded right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
AC, there, it just feels like you have more options to do whatever.
Yeah. If you get into it with the dealer at the Golden Nugget, you could go to another one and go play there.
Right. That's a great feeling to have where you have like so many different casinos at your disposal.
Yeah, we were. We got seen by fresh eyes. Well, we got the dealer. The dealer at Revel loved us,
Yeah.
and we loved him. He was a cool guy, and
There you go. See, that's
yeah,
the best part about an AC or Vegas or anything like that is you could literally you're cold somewhere, you can jump ship, go to another casino.
yeah,
You could change the vibe when you're up at Mohegan or Foxwoods. You can't really do that. You get the best you could hope for is a different dealer.
yeah. You're basically you go up there and you win, or you're turning around coming home in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they're up there to see a show. It's just a different crowd.
Yeah,
Different crowd.
Yep. Yeah, but it is convenient though. Nice to have nearby.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, Better Call Saul.
Yes.
We got one to go on this half of the final season. Kim's all in.
She's off the rails.
Yeah, Kim did not. I didn't see it coming. I knew she was in some trouble, but throwing away this opportunity that you got to do whatever this grand plan is on this Sandpiper call. I mean, it's kind of shaping up to be this gigantic prank to fuck with Howard, Howard's in a tough spot as it is right now. I can't believe we feel bad for Howard now. Or maybe you don't.
I know, I'm not a big Howard guy.
No, I know, but they're trying to make him a sympathetic figure. They got him have problems at home. The wife barely talks to him. Makes coffee, puts the piece.
How could you what a weenie he is.
I mean, he's a douche, but he's trying.
What So what was the offer she got from the guy, Kim? What was she heading to go do?
Well, it's just like a seminar or I don't know, something on the law that she could kind of spread her wings on. Because their whole thing is like, okay, well, she wants to be this good lawyer that fights for the little guy.
Right.
Versus, she wants to be slipping Jimmy's accomplice. And I think I don't know exactly what it was. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head what it was, but I think it was just some conference or seminar where she got to speak. And there's some charity that was out east that's coming their way that she was going to get to be a part of.
Yep.
She just did that about face, middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and I think I have an idea of what they're kind of doing. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I think I have an idea.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I think Jimmy knows he's being followed.
Oh, you think so?
I do, because what was the one thing that the guy, Howard's PI, saw him doing? It was going out and making a big withdrawal.
Yeah, the bank. Yeah,
Right. And then they dressed up the actor to look like the judge.
right.
And someone got a picture of Jimmy looking like he was going to bribe a judge, right? Looking like he was bribing him. Did they show that picture?
I don't remember that.
I thought they showed the picture. Was it the? Now I'm misremembering. I thought they showed a picture of Jimmy handing money off to him, and I assume that was the PI.
Oh,
Taking that picture, so maybe he's making it look like he's bribing a judge. And if Howard goes back and is like, look at this, Howard accuses the judge. Imagine if Howard accuses like this big time judge.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Cliff Main will be like, you're a fucking cokehead out of your mind. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, that's gigantic.
That's what I took out. Because I'm like the same thing. Like, I'm watching this and I'm like, what the fuck is going, like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, and they're intentionally being like vague about it.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Gilligan, like he was intentionally giving us a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very little. But they're also talking about the Sandpiper call, though. Oh, see, the judge for the Sandpiper?
Maybe. Oh, man, that might be it.
Yeah, because they got like the information to call in for that.
Yeah, and now I don't know. It could end up getting like really messy. Like, cause
Oh yeah.
Mike has guys following them for their protection. Yep. Howard's got a guy following him. So I mean, if these worlds like kind of intertwine, people could get a little fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that's crazy with Kim, or the thing that makes it great with Kim is, I mean, they can go a million different directions.
Yeah,
because they literally, in Breaking Bad, they literally never mentioned her once.
Yeah,
and all these people had backstories except Saul. Like they never show you Saul doing anything besides basically be in his law office.
The moment, yeah.
Once in a while, he'd be, they'd show him like at Pinkman's house or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's Saul being Saul, like attorney at law. They don't show you one thing about his personal life. So they can go so many different directions with Kim that it's interesting. Like, are they going to kill her off? Jail? Does she just take off and scam? Who knows?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, because then there was a thing in that opening sequence. The only thing that they saw that was any woman's touch was like the underwear,
right?
And I don't see Kim leaving her panties around like that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And they also in that first scene of the season, they showed the top to that tequila bottle, which I thought was going to end up being, because he was in the package store buying another bottle.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe that's the top they showed.
They have one already, though, right?
Right, they have one from when they scammed the finance dude, finance bro.
Mm-hmm.
So that got me thinking, like, oh, which is this the top? Like, they're going to celebrate, one more score on Howard, but no, it's probably the original one from the finance bro.
Could be, yeah.
A little misdirection.
Yep. Yeah, Kim's got a little chip on her shoulder. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. A little flashback to start off. Then she was playing her mother, right? In that scene? That was her?
That was her playing the mom?
It looked like her, like in a wig. Something.
I didn't even pick up on that. If that's true, I did not pick up on that.
I don't know. I thought it was.
And then we got Lalo out doing his tour in Germany.
Yeah, he's still in Germany, right?
Yeah, what I mean, the guy is a complete badass. The guy gets that was one of my favorite lines of the whole seasons. He gets the axe in the ribs,
Yeah.
and then eventually like plays him and like gets the axe, cuts the guy's leg. And, he goes, "Coño, I think you broke my rib, man." Guy sitting there with his ankle hanging off.
Yeah. So this is the guy who sent Werner the gift.
This is one of the guys who was working on the lab.
Right. I got that. All right. So he's basically going to torture this guy and get everything we know out of him.
Yeah.
And eventually kill him.
Yeah, this German's not long for the races.
I mean, he's missing a leg. I mean, he basically cut his leg off, right? It didn't look good.
No, he's like, tie that off before you bleed to death. But
he said it so nonchalant.
Yeah.
Come on. Getting blood on your floor, you animal.
Yeah. Bad job by the guy. You got upper hand. It's your home court. You got him on the ground. You fucked up, man. I know it's not, it's not your expertise, but Kevin Arnold wouldn't, or Kevin McAllister wouldn't allow it to happen.
No. This
is your house. You have to protect it.
Bad job. It's a bad job by the German.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. You got you put the thing in his ribs, but you gotta take something off so he's bleeding.
Tie him up, man. Find out who he is. Get information out of him. Flip the tables. Man.
Bad job, but Lalo Salamanca is not to be trifled with.
No. I think we're getting a huge cliffhanger next week. Gigantic
for the Lalo Fring stuff.
What I don't know. It's gonna be something. I don't know if it's gonna be the Lalo Fring stuff or not. I mean, they could even. I think they're gonna go heavy actually on whatever Jimmy and Kim are doing.
I think they not wrap it up, but I think we at least see what's going to happen. We see like the whatever the thing is, and then
the second part of the season is going to be the cartel more.
The fallout, maybe a little fallout, and then the cartel.
Yeah, I agree. So the Howard stuff kind of.
I wonder if Kim's even in the second part.
Who knows?
Yeah. Or if she goes away at some point in the middle of the second part. I still want to see the Gene Takovic. That's what I'm going to say every week until it happens. And I'm talking into existence, the Gene Takovic episode.
At this point, I think they wait until the opening.
I mean, it's not next week. I know it's not next week, but
yeah. Part 2.
That'd be a wild way to end the season. Just everybody's waiting for this whole thing. Like, no, we're doing a Gene
Takovic, bringing back Gene.
Let's go to Cinnabon.
And I read this online. And this could be a little, I don't know, misdirection or not, but the beginning of last night's episode showed Nebraska plates, which I guess is where Kim grew up.
Right.
And I guess that's where the Cinnabon, is that where the Cinnabon is?
Oh.
I read this on Twitter, so it could have been some idiot who doesn't even know what they're talking about. But I know he went somewhere like Middle America, right? Or did he make the line one time, like in Breaking Bad, where he's like, I'm gonna end up managing a Cinnabon in Nebraska or something?
Yeah. If I don't remember the state, but yeah, that's the line, and they end up doing it.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know if that's an Easter egg, a clue, just a fun callback,
tease,
coincidence. Yeah, who knows?
Oh, they went back to the. Go ahead. I mean, I thought you were.
No, that was it.
And then went back to the veterinarian,
Joe DeRosa. Is comic. He's Burr's buddy.
Is he really? I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, they do like the Rose Bowl every year. Rose Bowl tailgate.
All right. He's a big cigar guy with Burr.
Cigar, yeah, big drinker.
Good, I like this guy even more now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out. So there were like drugs involved. They're gonna drug Howard with something, right? They had his eyes,
I
showed his
forgot all
pupils
about
all
that.
wide. But there's more to that scene though, which I don't quite get what the point is. But he was talking about. Right, I guess I kind of get the point, but I don't know if there's any more to it. Where he's talking about, oh, I got to get out. I just want to concentrate on the animals, this and that. Sell my black book, and in that black book, first of all, there's something to like him getting out, and hey, Jimmy, hey Kim, get the fuck out while you can. But then in that little black book, there was like the vacuum service, which is the one that what's his name worked at? Fuck his name.
Pinkman?
Well, no, the guy that disappears people, not Pinkman, the Jackie Brown.
Oh, Robert Forster.
Thank you. Yeah, I kept saying David Carradine in my head. I know it wasn't David Carradine. Yeah, they had that card. They flashed that card up there, the vacuum service.
Okay.
But again, that might just be like, oh yeah, remember it's the Breaking Bad world. So obviously he buys that book from him, right? He gets that book, or he gets some information. Yeah, because he gets some information, even though it's like in Chinese or whatever.
The vet isn't in Breaking Bad, right?
I don't think so.
All right. And what was in the black book, you're saying?
Like all his contacts. You're like, I need a guy for this. I got a guy.
Oh, all right.
But also in there was a business card for the vacuum place.
Gotcha.
All
right.
Yeah, a little more to that scene than just whatever they're doing with the drugs. But yeah, talk about being vague. It's a lot of breadcrumbs along the way here.
Yeah, it's a lot of corner pieces.
Yes. Yeah.
And we're looking for the.
Ooh. So I'd save.
I got the basketball on. It's his Blues Avalanche.
Yeah.
1-1. All right. Not too many shots on goal so far. Let's see. Here we go.
It wasn't that hard. It was not hard of a shot.
Yeah.
He whiffed on it a little bit. Yeah.
Should have buried that. Oh, he whiffed on it.
All right. You got anything else Saul related?
Nope. I think that does it.
I have one complaint. It was one of my favorite rituals. The Atlantic City trip is listening to the fan on the way back, because like you're no condition to really give any thought to anything.
Right.
They're on sports talk radio. Malusis is on Sundays now, so he's pretty good.
Sunday mornings?
Yeah, I left pretty early, so yeah, just struggling to get back. But yeah, it was all Rangers. All Rangers talk. Rangers fans are so excited. It just made me sick to my stomach.
Well, that was going into Game 7.
Going into Game 7, yeah.
Yeah, that whole series changed when Crosby got hurt in Game 5.
But the town just oh man, you give them a taste, man. They think that they're fucking the kings of Lord Stanley's Cup already.
They're hungry.
Oh my god, it's disgusting.
Yeah, Carolina's got to do a service and get rid of them.
They could. Their scouting report.
My scouting report: Carolina, very good home team.
Oh, okay. I heard they're an offensive machine. Is that right?
That I don't know, but they did impress me at home. I think Carolina wins the series.
Yeah, I think it's a consensus.
Which is scary, but I think we're gonna. I might get Carolina, Tampa next round. I think Carolina might go to the Cup. They impressed me from what I saw. Whoa!
What was that?
I think that was your end.
It was.
Oh, okay.
Everything all right?
It's like a show that ends at 10:58. It was a cliffhanger.
I don't know, or a mouse was upstairs, one or the other.
Mouse in the house. Mouse in the house.
All right. Well, I yelled. I did my part.
What were we talking about? Hockey?
Yeah, yeah. You were saying that you think the
Oh,
Canes are winning it
yeah.
all?
They could, yeah. Got a feeling about Carolina.
Panthers
Although
are pretty good, though. Panthers are pretty good. They could come back in that series.
They
Looks like they
could,
won
but
one.
like I don't know how you could pick against Tampa right now. It's crazy.
All right.
Going for the 3. I know. I think that's a 7-game series. Tampa, Florida. I'd be surprised if we don't absolutely get a game 6.
All
That
right.
series. I expect the 7th game. Tampa, Florida, one way or another.
All right.
And I'll back Brother Boatload and go Calgary over Edmonton. I'm going strictly on his expertise.
I didn't get the update on that, but that's I'm assuming
they won an OT Sunday night, kept
Yeah,
his future alive.
I'm assuming that he's obviously sticking with him if he has cash money on it. So
Yes, and I'm excited. I think the best I'll get to NBA in a second, but I think the best storyline. I don't know if it's the best. It's going to do the best rating, but if you can get like this Avalanche team that looks unbelievable against Tampa going for a 3-peat, that might be the best storyline for the Cup.
you don't think Edmonton Carolina repeat from like 05 is?
Oh, was that? I think that was 06. I forgot Edmonton made a cup. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that this weekend. That's the only reason I know.
Wow.
That's
I thought I would have said definitely 1990 when I think they beat the Bruins. I would have said that was the last time they were in the Cup.
No.
It sounds right. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I think Carolina was that like a 7th game series too.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
I think Carolina was up in that series, and I think I want to say Edmonton forced they won game 5 and 6 and forced the 7th game, and then finally lost. Edmonton would be we have Edmonton and the Rangers. You could have the Messier Bowl.
There you go. And Gretzky Bowl.
Yes, and Gretzky Bowl.
And they Avalanche are up.
Yeah. So I'll say Carolina.
Let's get the fucking
Tampa.
Stanley Cup out of the Southeast, please. Doesn't make any sense there.
Fucking Florida hockey, man.
Although it was cool, I get to see the cup this year.
Did you touch it?
You were not allowed to touch the cup.
I like that rule. I think you should have to earn it.
Yeah, I agree. I did not. I was not part of the Lightning last year.
No, yeah, you should have to win the actual cup.
I was even like Frank Thomas in 2005.
No, yeah, Frank can touch the 05 trophy. And I'm excited for the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah?
Even more, I think more than the East.
Yeah, because you're not sick of any of these teams.
Well, Golden State a little bit, but I think it's a fun. This is like my dream matchup going into the playoffs. I wanted Golden State Dallas in the West.
Okay.
I wanted to pick Dallas when we were doing predict. I ended up picking Golden State. The only reason I didn't pick Dallas was because Luka was out indefinitely, and indefinitely is one of those terms in sports where it could be fucking 6 months or it could be 2 games, which is what it turned out to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I couldn't pick them with Luka hurt. So
yeah.
So I guess I'll stick with Golden State. I don't want to hedge, but I'm rooting for Dallas. I think Dallas could beat them because Curry, I guess, is technically still in his prime, and like Klay can still do things, but like Golden State as a team is past its prime.
Well, Klay's not the defender he used to be.
Right, and he shows you glimpses. Like Game 6 against the Grizzlies, he got hot.
Yeah. I wonder if that's just still a recovery thing, or if that's how it's just gonna be forever. I never know with injuries like that he had. I would never know. I wonder if he'd come back stronger next year. Like he's not that old.
Is he 30?
Yeah, how many games? He's not like it's like wear and tear other than the injury.
Yeah, let's see how old he is. Cam Ward was the goalie for Carolina in 06. A little fun fact. 32, he's Clay. So he's on, I mean, he's on the other side of 30 at this point.
Older than I thought.
Probably past his prime. Probably won't be the same guy again, but you just need him to hit big shots.
Yeah.
You just need him to hit big shots. I think Dallas definitely has a shot. It's weird though. Dallas, like, look, when you watch them play, they do look like a team that's like a piece or two away. Like, who's their second guy? Dinwiddie, Brunson.
Who's disappeared? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dinwiddie had a nice game 7, but I don't think he's your number 2 on a championship team. That's crazy.
No, no. You're right.
But like I keep going back and forth. Golden State, Golden State. I don't think they're good enough to just put teams away anymore. Like they let the Grizzlies hang around. They won the games they had to win. I mean, they won games 3, 4, and 6 all at home.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you let Dallas hang around, then Luka could steal it. And I think we're going to get a 7th game in that too. Very ambitious with my Game 7 predictions. I don't think this is going to be like I'm a little worried about Dallas like turning into a pumpkin, but I'm not sure the Warriors are the team though that could I don't think it's a 5-gamer.
Yeah, they're not going. I don't think either team is capable of dominating the other team for 4 or 5 games. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. Which means it should be a competitive series unless things kind of go haywire and just don't go right for one team over the other. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about that though.
All right. And
I like the 9:00 start too. Love the 9:00 start.
Why is that?
Well, because 7:00 you're going against the Yanks. It's early still.
True.
Still eating dinner and shit. You know what I mean? It's hard to lock into a game at 7:00.
Agreed.
10:30 is too late. I mean, you're gonna stay up till 1:30 in the morning every night.
Yeah.
9:00's perfect. The game's over by 11:30.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love the 9:00 start.
Sold.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And even if the Yanks are on, you lock in second half of that game.
Yeah.
I like the 8:30 starts too for the East. It's a good start time.
Yeah. You don't miss as much. True.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I wanted that Rangers series I was into, but it's 7:00 every game. So, I did watch a good portion of Game 7. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It doesn't get any better than Game 7 in hockey. Obviously, doesn't get better. I mean, they were tied going into the third and obviously went to overtime. So that's a lot of intense hockey right there.
Yeah.
Game 7 OT is
it's a whole other animal.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a couple more.
Bring it on. There you have it. And we got a show in it?
I think we do.
All right. Well, thanks as always for spending time with us here at Sunday Pour. We'll be back here on Thursday, another live show, bringing it to the weekend. Until then,
yeah, we'll see you Thursday. Until then, peace.